Hey scholars, so today we're going to start our next unit here on describing cause and effect. So the standard that we're going to be doing is up here in the corner. It's going to say, describe the relationship between a series of historical events, scientific ideas or concepts, or steps in technical procedures in a text using language that pertains to cause and effect. So when we start talking, you're going to be like, oh yeah, I know what this is. So cause and effect is really when we can think about why something is happening. So maybe a character has done something in a story that has caused something else to happen. It had an effect on that. Or when we look at science experiments, like if we place an ice cube in a tray and we set it outside, the sun is going to cause it to melt. So the heat would affect the ice cube. Okay. So we're going to talk about that today. And throughout this unit, we're going to be looking at different things, historical stories, as well as kind of like science experiment things to think about cause and effect. So this packet for my in-person kids are in your folder. And then, of course, you're my remote scholars. This is on page 27 in your packet. Okay. So for my remote scholars, make sure you are on page 27 in your packet. Okay, so let's get started. Right here is where we're going to begin. It says, when something causes another thing to happen, we say that the two events are connected by a cause and its effect. Understanding cause and effect helps us understand why things happen. Words including because, if then, since, therefore, and as a result are often used to describe and explain cause and effect. So we're going to look at this comic strip and think about what causes one thing to happen. So here it says Henry got a balloon at the party. So we see him blowing up the balloon. Henry blew up the balloon. The balloon popped because Henry blew it too much. So the first thing we want to do is underline a signal word in the cartoon that helps you understand what caused the balloon to pop. Okay, so again, these are our signal words up here at the top. So I want you to pause the video, go back to each picture, and see if you can find a signal word. Okay, did you circle the word because? Yeah, good job. The balloon popped because Henry blew it up too much. So the cause is why it happened. So Henry blew up the balloon too much. Well, because he did that, what happened? The balloon popped. Because Henry blew up the balloon too much, the balloon popped. Good readers look for cause and effect connections to better understand why things happen in a passage. Looking for signal words such as because, since, and as a result helps you spot those cause and effect connections. All right, so in the next slide, you are going to watch a vocabulary video about cause and effect.